I'm here today with a video that I hope will help a lot of my wig sisters. I am here to show you a wig that I think is a great summer wig. She is such a good ponytail wig that if you are worried about how you're going to wear a wig in the heat of the summer, I have a wig for you that might help. On my head, I have Dalgona 16V, the hand-tied version from the Cafe collection. This is from my own personal wig collection. I've worn this one a ton up in a ponytail. This is such a great ponytail wig. And one of my best pieces of advice if you're struggling or you're worried about wearing wigs in the summer is get a wig that you can wear in a ponytail. We're going to talk about why I think this is a great ponytail wig. And I have a brand new one, straight, fresh out of the box. I have this one in the color Mocha with cream, so we can take a look at one that I've owned for quite some time and I've worn a lot, and a brand new one. So let's do this. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm so grateful to Chiquel for helping me make this video. They have sent me this one to review, and because I actually reviewed this one a while back, I thought I'm actually going to make this into a tip video, because one of the questions I get a lot is, how do you navigate wigs in the summer? Or I hear from wig sisters who live in Florida or Texas or Arizona where it is so hot and in some places so humid, and they're really worried about how they're going to make this work. And I've made videos in the past where I talk about suggestions for when it's hot out and I get asked, are wigs hot all the time? One of my suggestions is to wear short hair if you can, but honestly, my favorite way to wear wigs in the summer is up in a ponytail. And this is such a good one for that. I knew that's the video that I needed to make with this wig right here. So Chiquel is an online retailer that carries all the major name brands. They have in-person wig shops in the US, in Canada. They have online stores in the UK, Canada, the US. They do live sales every week with huge discounts, up to 60% sometimes. They do have an open box clearance section and a name your own price feature on their website. So you should check them out the next time you're in the market for a wig. Or maybe you want to go check out Dalgona 16 hand tied. I will put a link in the description box below and a coupon code that will save you money. Let me show you how I wear this wig and why it's so great in a ponytail. When it comes to wearing a wig in a ponytail, most wigs with enough lengths will work. There are some considerations, though, that make some wigs work better than others. I would say lower density is great. Little to no permatease can be helpful. Hand-tied caps, even more helpful because you're not trying to navigate around wefting. So I'm going to ask for a little bit of grace and forgiveness because I'm just going to do this live as I talk to you, and I'm not in front of a mirror, so I can't see how good this ponytail will actually wind up and whether or not you can see some of the cap or some of my bio hair. If I were doing this in front of a mirror, I'll tell you some of the things to be aware of that you should watch for, but I just want to show you how easy this wig is to put up in a ponytail because she's so low density, because we don't have any of the open wefting in the back that you have to work around. One of the only things that you're going to have to be aware of is that you don't roll the nape up, you don't flip it up. You'll want to make sure to keep that nape down in the back so you can't see the edge of the wig. The kind of coverage you get with the wig is also going to matter because if your bio hair doesn't blend with the color that you've chosen, then you might be able to see that bio hair. So basically, I just put it up. Now I'm going to pull on the nape a little bit to make sure that it's laying flat. And if I were in front of a mirror, I would just look to make sure I can't see the cap anywhere. One of the beautiful things, I don't have my rat tail comb. Let me grab it because pulling my bio hair out is going to make a huge difference. Now, even though I am not a natural blonde, I am a natural dark brown brunette, my hair is graying so much, as you can see. It actually doesn't look too bad with this color because this color, which is Butterbeer Blonde, is a cooler toned blonde and it's rooted. My salt and pepper actually blends fairly well with this color because the color is a little more neutral to ashy. My bio hair is pretty ashy at this point, And this root makes a huge difference in my own hair blending. So I want you to see that. I want you to see how seamless that is. It is such a good blend. So if you have really good coverage from your wig, meaning the wig fits you well here so you don't really see your bio hair, then you can go with any color that you want. But if you don't get good coverage, or when you pull the wig up, you do end up seeing a little bit of your bio hair, then you're going to want a passable blend. In a vacuum, my bio hair is nowhere near this color. But when I blend it together, it's enough of a match that you can't tell. And because this wig, this cap is so good, it actually has these really thin silicone ear tabs. So basically we have a fully hand-tied cap, fully hand-tied, no closed wefting. And we've got these super thin ear tabs. So when I pull this back in a ponytail, let me just show you. That's the ear tab. But it's so thin that when I squeeze in the little stay right there, there's a metal stay right there. It truly is incredible. I've got my lighting up really high. You can see how it makes my hand almost translucent because I really want you to see the detail here. Having super thin ear tabs like this is going to make a huge difference in realism with ponytails. It's also going to help you if you wear glasses or if you have a hearing aid, because we do not have all that bulk that a lot of ear tabs have that have the velvety material. That makes it so much easier to wear in a ponytail. And because there's no closed wefting on the bottom is going to go up a lot easier, and you won't have it flip up as much as other wigs will flip up on the bottom, because all of the hair moves independently on this whole cap. All of this is hand tied, the entire cap. So every single strand of hair moves independent of the other strands around it, versus on a wefted wig, it's sewn in a weft track, and that track moves as a unit. So when you go to put hair in a ponytail on a wefted wig, the bottom will move as a unit when you go to pull it up, and it could flip up the bottom. That doesn't really happen with hand-tied caps. So this cap truly has all the best features for wearing hair in a ponytail, and it's so incredibly natural. The area that I struggle the most would be right here when I am in between buzzing, because my hair grows a little bit longer right here, and it can look a little awkward if it's sticking out funny. I didn't take the time when I went to grab my rat tail comb to look and see how it was blending, but I just blend that. It's not that difficult. So yes, there may be some challenges with wearing this wig in a ponytail for some people, depending on your coverage, the cap fit, your own bio hair, all of those things. In general, this is an unbelievably great cap for wearing in a ponytail. And this is the only way I currently wear this style, is like just like this. And it almost feels like nothing on my head. Yes, I have something on my head. Yes, this would be hotter than nothing at all. But there is really nothing cooler than this wig worn this way compared to all my other wigs. On a super hot summer day, this is my go-to. And I'm filming this video before the Chiquel retreat. In case you don't know, Chiquel is hosting their first ever wig retreat. And I'm going to be going to it. It's a few weeks away, and this wig is going with me because I don't know if I'm going to be hot one day, and this will be my go-to for that. I think it's beautiful. It looks so natural. Nobody's going to know you have a wig on, and it's really easy to wear in a ponytail. So let's take a look at the brand new one out of the box and see how she looks. All right, I'm going to put her on camera. I have not had this wig on my head yet. So I'm really curious how this one's going to look straight out of the box. Actually, she looks really pretty good. One of the things that can be a challenge with wigs is when you get a wavy piece out of the box or a curly piece, they don't always look super. Depending on how the company packed the wig and whether or not they combed through any of the waves before they packed up the wig, it could look a little worse for wear. I honestly, whether or not I comb through or brush through a wig, with waves really depends on the wig and the wave pattern. Because I already own this wig, I know that this particular wave pattern responds really well to being brushed versus using a wide tooth comb. This is my favorite brush for wigs because it's all plastic. There are no boar's head bristles in here, and it's got these little nubs to prevent snagging. So while I know a lot of people say you never ever brush heat-friendly synthetic wigs, I think that should not necessarily be a blanket statement. It really depends on the wig, on the curl pattern, or whether it's straight or curly, and then on the brush. This is the best brush I've found to not create a lot of extra friction on the fibers, and operates a lot like a wide tooth comb, but it makes certain styles, straight styles, sleek styles, certain wavy styles look so much better than a wide tooth comb. And literally, this is all I've done to this, is I've brushed through it and I've thrown her on my head. So I don't think this wig has to be worn in a ponytail at all. If you like styles like this, she's really stunning. My reason for only wearing this in a ponytail is, for me personally, she's very flat, incredibly flat on top, almost too flat. And I struggle with wigs that are this flat. There's no permatease, there's no real volume, and I do like a little bit of volume on the top. But because this is such a great ponytail wig, I don't mind. And I'm okay with designating a little trouble putting this one in a ponytail because of the tag on here. And this isn't my wig, it's mine for review only. But because she's so great for putting in a ponytail, I don't mind designating a wig like that, especially if I'm going to wear the wig like that a lot. It really honestly is such a lifesaver on the journey when you know you've got wigs for every scenario that you could face. And my hair isn't going to blend with this color very well, so that is something to keep in mind. But because this is so easy to wear, I do think it's worth it if you are like me and you like a little bit more volume on the top, but you think you could benefit from having a wig that you would wear in a ponytail. I would strongly recommend you consider taking a look at this one. I think you're going to get your money's worth out of it. Heat-friendly synthetic fibers sometimes can react negatively to a lot of friction on the ends, which longer pieces, shoulder-length pieces can get on your clothing. I've got the ends on this one aren't even, they feel brand new to me. They're not frizzing or fraying at all, and it's because I wear it up all the time. So that wig is going to last me a lot longer than it would if I were to wear it down because of the friction and the lack of friction when it's up in a ponytail. So I can think of a whole lot of reasons why, if you're someone who thinks you'll wear a ponytail, even sometimes it could be worth designating a wig for that. Then you will always know you have a plan. If you ever are going to be in a situation where it's really hot or it's really windy and you're going to want to put your hair up, you have a wig for that and you don't have to worry about it. And honestly, on this journey, one of the battles we face is worrying about future scenarios. What if I get invited to this? What if I have to go do that? What hair am I going to wear for that? So as you gather resources, eventually those worries won't bother you anymore because you'll have a plan. And for wearing hair up in a ponytail, a wig like this could be the plan. Let me know if you have questions. I think these are wonderful. I'm not going to do any color analysis on this video. So again, this was Mocha with cream, and that one was Butterbeer Blonde. Thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget about Chiquel. Go check them out. I'll see you soon. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.